I'm not gonna be one of these Hello Kitty hosts with smiles and bright shirts. I'm hungry for more food and knowledge. Along with me is Shanky, my brother from another mother.
Man, this cousin of mine can talk a lot. I, on the other hand, put my mouth where the food is. Enough talk. Let's get eating.
Brazil, it's a magical place full of great artists, musicians, authors, and obviously... First thing you think, Brazilian music you like?
I mean, the first thing I think of when I'm thinking Brazil, I think there's asses.
It's called Bundas. The whole Latin American culture is a very assalicious.
For an Indian dude, if you ask me, I'm thinking football, bubble butts. I will not lie, I found out very recently that Brazil is hardcore Portuguese and that's the language and all of that.
Football always comes to mind. Then Carnivale, Christ the Redeemer. But and the Amazon.
Sao Paulo and Bombay are considered twin cities.
Sister cities, twin cities, whatever.
For administration purpose, we have the same density problems. Yeah. Nature of people is supposed to be very similar culture-wise. Yeah. A lot of administrators from India are sent to Sao Paulo or Rio.
I bet they never come back, right? Yeah. They're like, oh, we're going to Sao Paulo.
Maybe they wait for that day. Oh, we're going to Sao Paulo. We're going to study, sir. Like even small things, even like the drainage system is as messed up as Bombay's.
Really?
And we actually had to study that. We're in a Brazilian restaurant. It's not cheap, but it's supposed to be authentic, which is where they fly in their ingredients.
Yeah, we'll find out how authentic it is. So far, our authentic meter is something lying between bull and shit. We've had a pretty mixed bag of experiences from the highs of Sifa, Arbab, Chaitanya, and Tawa. And then we've had that state-sanctioned abortion of that second Chinese child called the House of Mandarin.
Yeah, this might just be a little bit better.
I'm already starting the thing. We're going to get kicked out of here before we start.
It's beef and it's India.
I'm a beef guy, right? Don't get me into trouble for all my sins of all the beef I eat. Here, buddy. Well, you're lucky you're in India, otherwise you'd have been a burger by now, buddy. Connor, a controversial subject here every time. I wonder, do they have actual beef or is it buffalo?
From what I know, you are allowed to fly in beef. Like imported beef is fine. You can't cut cows. Let's get down to the food.
Thank you.
Talk about fast service right there. You're doing all the ordering.
Yeah, so let's have a moqueca. We have the Galinhada. This is their version of biryani.
Oh yeah?
Yeah, capriinha, Brazilian hair razor.
Hair razor. Well, only if you would know.
Yes, I've had plenty, didn't really work. The fat forkers. Probably no, but you haven't really paid attention to it. It's the sheer number of supermodels.
That are Brazilian. Yeah, no, that's true.
A couple of years ago, if you looked at Victoria's Secret catalog, almost all of them were Brazilian.
Brazilian, yeah.
Most famous, Gisele Bündchen.
Where's Adriana Lima from?
Brazil.
Brazil?
Yeah, I think so. Fact check. If it's wrong, bloop.
It's Adriana Lima. Nobody cares where she comes from. She's a goddess.
Yeah. What's this little testicle you got in your
I don't know. You're supposed to be the guy who knows these things from Brazil.
It's probably like a little pão de queijo, like a cheese ball. But let's find out.
Ah, it is. See, paneer.
Paneer kofta. No. Oh, that's not very nice.
Oh, this is nice. You know what this is supposed to be, or you're just...
No. Thank you. The steak that we ordered is essentially churrasco style. It's from the Pampas region, which is the south of Brazil, bordering Argentina. It's supposed to be very simple, just marinated with a little bit of salt. I don't think it comes with all of this shit. The cut of the beef is most important.
It's more just beef.
Yeah, as soon as the animal is slaughtered, they don't let it wait for rigor mortis. This is from south of Brazil. This is from north, from Bahia. I purposely made a little variation of Brazil. This is farofa. This is that tapioca thing. They've made it Indianized with these peppers and there you just get meat.
It's not bad tasting.
No, this is nice. I'm not really convinced about this beef.
It's not bad tasting, like
but it's very chewy.
But yeah, it's chewy.
And there's not enough salt in it, not enough seasoning. I mean, if they have legal issues here to not be able to serve beef, I understand. But I think they should educate the customer or let them know that this is not beef. I don't know if it is. I'm not making any assumptions. It seems like beef.
Excuse me.
Picana is the rum. What? Okay, this is tenderloin.
It's tenderloin.
Right, thank you. Yeah, I'm not entirely convinced. Picanha, which is a the cap of the rump steak right by the butt, where it's cut and folded over on a skewer so that the fat protects the meat. So what you get in the end is just juicy meat.
So okay, he's saying it's imported Brazilian beef. I'm like, I'm not going to question them. I don't want to question anybody's integrity. But I'm always judgmental.
Maybe traveled in the ship a little bit too long.
Yeah. You can get cheaper cuts, you can get more expensive. You can get a picanha, which is the rump, which is what you should always cook with, at least traditionally in a Brazilian restaurant, especially when you're charging what they're charging. But it was medium rare, that's what I asked. Most places overcook stuff here. They added a little bit more salt, would have been better. And I didn't get all the extra accoutrement or condiments that they gave. That was sort of unnecessary. Let the meat speak for itself. Then again, we're in India, people get upset. Everybody wants it entitled to every flavor and everything.
Like volume. इतने पैसे में इतना नहीं, ज़्यादा चाहिए. Anyway, getting down to my Mallu roots. Fish curry rice I see.
That is fish curry rice. So this is moqueca from Bahia, unfortunately, but a lot of the slave trade took a lot of influence from west of Africa. And a lot of these curries, which we call curries, but a lot of these bases come from there.
Can we start eating
this fish?
You know why I sneeze? I'm allergic to I'll be honest, I wish the fish was more fresh.
The moqueca sauce is actually pretty good. They haven't removed that little bloodline. So sometimes it can be fresh, but if you don't remove that darker bloodline, you get this slightly gamier, but you lose a lot of yield.
Alright, what do we have here? The biryani.
Yeah, this is the Galinhada. Galinhada. It's a rice dish. It's like a concoction with rice and different meats, whatnot.
It's a very strong Portuguese influence, obviously, and it's similar to the arroz con pollos or arroz con pollo, which is rice and chicken all over South America.
This is Holi. This is biryani after Holi, Brazilian style.
Brazilian only.
It is pretty, but I've known a few pretty things in my life that were not fun at all.
Like the ex-wife?
Which one? Of course, we're in India, so it's going to be a little Indianized. No, not really what I remember it being. It's way too oily. It doesn't quite represent what they're cooking, but for India, if anybody's coming here and wants a biryani, it's a Brazilian biryani. All in all, I'm okay with it, but it's not a galinhada, it's a pulao.
The cooking style seemed good. The sauces seemed right. It was just the particular meat per se and the fish per se that we had a problem with.
It is growing on me. It's just not, it's too oily. We are giving gyan on TV, man. We are adding to the noise in the world. This is better noise.
I would say, like I said, I think today ingredients was the problem, but the preparations were really nice. I will come back, like I said, for the beef and for the fish, hoping that the core ingredient or the core meat will be better.
Look, I know we've set out on a mission to do this. More and more we shoot these, more and more I realize it's not the easiest to do. Because you have to take into consideration, it's easy to write about this and when you leave the place slightly disconnected, but while you're there, you realize this supports people, supports an economy, right? Jobs, etc. are connected to it. So we don't want to all over that. But that said, if you are saying you're an authentic, you want to keep it as authentic as possible. What we feel there's been a decent attempt at it, but I can see where they're going with it. They have a local customer base. I don't see a lot of Brazilians running around here doing the samba. So I don't think they need to be as authentic. This is an interpretation. To that extent, it's okay. But if I was a Brazilian here, I would capoeira kick out of them. When you go to Brazil or you're going to Brazil, everybody thinks they're going to land up at Copacabana or the Ipanema beach, drinking caipirinha while doing capoeira, having a threesome with some hot models. And then you land up in Brazil, you land up in Rio, you're like... And then you go to the beach and like, wow, woo! Yeah, you have a few caipirinhas, you feel really brave, you stand up, you go to try, and then you realize, oh, all of them have six packs. The women and the men all have six packs. Everybody's just beautiful, right? And then you look at your gut just hanging around your knees, your man boobs, and you're like, yeah.
Can you just hit like, okay, 1, 2, 3, watch me. Keep watching us. Thank you. Click like, hit subscribe, and hit that goddamn bell with the two little wing next to it. Thank you.